If you're crappy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're crappy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're crappy and you know it, then you really gotta show. If you're crappy and you know it, clap your hands. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's happening, boys?
Is that Sunday? Is that Sunday vibes?
Yeah, Sunday vibes.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Actually, you know what? Let's just go back to our respective beds. Forget the stream. आज कुछ तूफानी नहीं करते हैं.
नहीं करना चाहिए.
Okay,
आज बहुत
we
कुछ
already got people joining in. Yeah. What's happening, boys? How's the weather in your respective cities?
Arun, Roy, Prabhat, Shushma, Sharma. Hello, June. If you guys
Arun?
like this timing, please comment more because I also like this time. Like it's a nice Sunday, 1 o'clock
Huh.
vibes. You know, it's very nice. It's best time to do
I don't think
these.
I don't think Nishank likes it very much.
I think it's a good time. It's a decent time.
Nishank doesn't like it. He doesn't approve of this.
तुम्हें अच्छा लग रहा है ना? तुम ही होस्ट कर लो. ओके बाय.
I'm just saying he left. Hi guys.
What's up, Pranil? Maroon, that's a nice name. Prabhat, Sushma, and Ketro. So, tuning in today, it's a pleasant weather in Delhi NCR. It was raining in Gurgaon at least a few minutes ago. What's the scene in Delhi, bro?
Light showers.
What's the scene, bro? Huh?
It's overcast and pretty much lazy Sunday here in Bangalore.
Okay. So, awkward silence.
We're waiting for people to join in.
Yeah.
So today is gin day. That's what Skip told us.
And Skip is drinking gin neat today.
Yeah.
Full power, bro. 24-hour.
No shower.
I just shower. Full
Hey,
power,
Avinash,
24
good
hours.
to see you.
Avinash
Okay, we
is
should-
here. Okay, so देवी और सज्जनों, आप सभी श्रोताओं का स्वागत है इस प्रसारण के अंदर, जहां पर हमारे मुख्य अतिथि हैं दो अति उत्तम कलाकार जो कि अपनी श्रेणी में काफी माहिर साबित हुए हैं एंड वो अपने संगीत खुद बनाते भी हैं और दूसरों का संगीत बजाते भी हैं. अरे बॉडी शॉडी क्यों बना रहे हो ब्रो? मस्कल्स. सो बिना किसी विलंब के प्रस्तुत करते हैं हमारे मुख्य अतिथि फ्रॉम कहां से? थाने, बॉम्बे एंड कैल, करेक्ट?
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Yes. Okay. I've got that.
and from
Okay. So the most boring introduction ever, courtesy Nishank, Tuhin, and Skip, presenting Paroma and Smiths.
Welcome to
yeah,
the
I
show.
would like to do a little better. These are lovely ladies who's been in the scene for a really long time and
Thank you for
been
having
rocking
us.
the parties all around the world. So I welcome some of the most talented DJs that I've
Thank
met.
you.
So Paroma
धन्यवाद.
and Smith.
Thank you.
I don't know.
धन्यवाद.
My,
मैं आपकी बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ. धन्यवाद.
and
Fuck an introduction. Seriously.
Listen, today's
Nishank
job
is
was
an
Skip's, okay?
expert.
We specifically clarified that Skip is gonna host the show today before it all began.
Why do you have to make like every small job that you do sound so glorified?
That
No,
was
like,
Skip's
seriously.
job. I'm not even glorifying it. मैंने तो बोला मुझे करना ही नहीं
मैंने
था.
ये किया, मैंने वो किया. आज तो स्किप को करना था, उसने नहीं किया, मुझे करना पड़ा. उसकी जगह पे मुझे पैसे नहीं मिलते कोई चीज के. ये वो पूरा टाइम रोना धोना. हाँ?
We don't even talk. What are you talking about?
And we are off to a flying start, as you can see.
Yeah. I think Nikhil has been a bad influence. अब जो भी आएगा ना वो मेरे पीछे पड़े आएगा live stream. This is
I
not
think
cool.
your times are changing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
you guys are
Only
getting
yours.
old.
Only yours.
अच्छे दिन आएंगे.
Smith is
Okay,
very positive about.
before we digress too much, I'm gonna start you guys off on the question I ask everybody who's been on the show. I want you guys to talk about what your career was like when you started. So, like when you started, the kind of gear you were using, the kind of music you were playing, to what you are playing and using today. So you guys can
Tuhin,
choose
I
whoever
couldn't hear
wants to go
half of
first.
what you just said.
You did, yeah? Everybody couldn't hear?
How was your journey? I'll be the host. How was your journey? We'll start with Smith.
Okay, skip.
Please tell us how did you start? I know you're from. I just got to know. I didn't know this before, but you moved from Mauritius to here. So how was that like? And yeah, please enlighten us with how things are.
All right, and hello everyone. Thank you for having me on board. And I'm from Mauritius. I came to India. I think everyone have heard about Symbiosis. It's a university in Pune.
Yeah.
So my dad happened to be in the first batch ever in 1971. So he had promised the founder that one of my kids will come and study. It happened to be me. And I was never fond of studying. I
I think
Is
we lost
everybody?
her.
Has the internet frozen?
Because I saw Paroma like this. Paroma's got this face.
No, Paroma is okay, but she's just holding that pose.
Her face
No,
is like-
I was surprised if it's only me who can see Smiths like that, or if it's all of you guys experiencing.
It's a wait, is she back?
I think Smith's facing internet issues.
Yeah, seems to be.
Yes,
am I
back.
back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're back.
Yes. I'm so sorry. I live on the 20th floor, so I have a lot of net issues.
Maybe you log on to Wi-Fi.
I'm connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh. Now this is better though. We can hear you properly now.
But this
Okay.
year has been such that even if somebody gets stuck, you kind of understand what they're talking about because everybody has been stuck for the past 1 year. Huh. Like these days, the first greeting is not "How are you?" The first greeting is "Can you hear me?"
So please tell us, Smith, the internet cut you in half. So yeah.
Yes. So I came here to study, and it was like starting from zero for me. In fact, I cried for the whole month. I wanted to be back, go back home, because in 2006, India was not as advanced as Mauritius. And my parents actually stopped calling me. They were like, no phone calls, you have to adjust yourself there, study. And I was like, okay. And I don't know, I believe strongly in destiny. My first set of friends
Smiths is so cool, she's frozen.
Oh god, the internet is really behaving badly.
Sorry.
There are so many things I just want to like tell Nishank, but I'm holding myself back.
No,
That's
don't
so
hold
hard.
yourself back.
देखो
I'm sure-
तुम्हारी
so
तुम्हारी
hard.
चप्पल वाली वीडियो ना मेरे पास अभी भी है. Please
हाँ भाई दिखा दो.
चुप. Finger on your lips.
You really think I'm gonna listen to that?
No chance.
I think Smith is still having issues with the internet. Maybe Smith, try joining in from your mobile network. Maybe that'll be better. Just see if that's working, and change your Wi-Fi. Or maybe that'll work. I don't know.
It's better now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
then it's. Yeah, I think so. I can see you properly now. Yeah.
So the first
So what was
set
the
of friends I
first?
made in India,
Yeah.
they happen to be club owners, they happen to be DJs, they happen to be event managers. So that was when I was introduced to DJing. I came to India in June 2006. prior to that, I never knew there's something called as a DJ. And by December 2006, I was forced to start DJing. The funniest part. And I remember, it was on the 5th of December. I went clubbing. And at that time, in 2006, hardly 5-6 female DJs were there. And I remember the event manager calling up Mahfeza, Ashrafi was there, Carrie Aurora was there. And
Yeah. Oh, she's gone.
Nishank, what
Chalo,
did you do?
nothing.
Okay, she's just having a bad time with the internet.
I think she's having just a bad scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th time,
there she is.
introducing Smiths.
okay, this is really bad.
Presenting
The
Smiths
funniest part,
5.0.
It's not been raining the whole week, and today we have this live session.
Oh, that's the reason. Yeah.
But that's okay. This is still far, far, far better than Nishank's introduction.
I'm
We can
so
still
sorry,
handle it.
everyone. I'm having
how's
a
the-
network issue, but yeah. So then,
How's the-
I remember on the 5th of December, they were like, we want a female DJ. This was way before the whole female DJ craze, everything. And they told me, Smithy, why you don't DJ for us? And jokingly, I said, oh, okay, I'll be the DJ for the 31st of December. I'll be the star of the night. And I remember the next day, the guy came home with a check. He's like, take this is for 45,000. This is your payment for New Year. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, I think
no.
that was a good timing, though.
That was good timing. Almost so big.
See, at least the hotspots
Bro.
are working.
Yeah.
Her network got a shock.
Armando, as much as I like it, I know the ulterior motive behind this message. So, yeah, sure.
Okay, so I think
knows how to
Smith is
play the
having
game.
issues with at Paroma.
Okay, she's back.
Back, yay!
And for the 6th time,
We're gonna count this. Yay!
Let's do
let's
small
make a
talk.
Sunday drinking game. Let's drink a shot every time Smith gets disconnected.
Yeah.
Oh god.
By the end of it.
No. So,
By the
we'll
end of
do-
it, Nishank's screen
So
will
yeah,
be just black.
that's how I started my journey.
and
and-
who was the first player at
I
that
used
time?
to
What was
try
the player that
every
you used?
single day. And the funniest
What
part,
the
I
player?
learned on Denon 2.6.
Ah,
Yes,
yeah.
where the controller is different from the CD player.
Yeah. So,
And the day I went to the
Wow.
venue, they were having CDJ 100.
oh, that's very different.
And
That's very, very
I
different.
just saw the console.
It's very
I'm
different.
like, from where do I even put the CD in the player?
Yo, this reminds me of.
Shot.
I have to say one thing. This the thing that happened to Smiths. This has happened to one of my friends also, and it's the story that he told. Basically in Delhi also, Denon 26 was the dominant player. Everybody, all the private party DJs would play on 2600s, right? And 2600 is like a unit, like the top unit, and the CD unit is totally different. So, उसमें क्या होता है? A tray comes out, right? And then you put a CD on top of the tray.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
yeah.
Right. So the other unit is like the tray comes out, you put the CD on the CD on this thing. That's the 2600, right? So how it happened to Smith? Exact same thing happened to a friend of mine, where it was like Rummy Senior got 100S for the first time. So now Pioneer 100S is a slot loading thing. Like you put the CD in and the CD comes out. And this guy, when he saw it, he was like, ब्रो वो नया प्लेयर लेके आया है, इतना खतरनाक प्लेयर है, यहाँ से सीडी निकालता है, डालता है और यहाँ से बाहर निकलती है यार, like it is next level. We were like, but for them, because it was all like put in properly, right? So it felt like, because we were all used to, they were all used to like all in one system. So it was like this comes in and this goes out, and they were like, so 2600 and 100S is very, very different vibes, man. If for people who don't know, 'cause I learned on 100S and I DJ'd on 2600. It was like a different thing. So I learned my DJing on 100S, and then all the clubs that I played in had 2600. In fact, they had 1800, man, which is like 2600 se bhi pehle whatever.
No, 1800F was after 2600.
No, bro, it was before, because it had a smaller jog. 2600
No.
had a save, hot queue, and all that shit. 1800 had nothing.
1800F was a budget player that came out later. The 26 and the 25 were earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Man, 2600.
Nerds.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can we let Paroma talk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been like quiet for so long. Oh, and Smith is back. The moment I go to talk, she's back. Smith!
Okay, so same question, Paroma.
Paroma, what was your
Smith has
first?
clearly had a lot of obstacles and hurdles in her journey.
Look, this journey as well. So, what was your first gig like, Paroma, and what was your CD player like? Was your did you start DJing straight up on the 2000 or whatever? Because you came in late, right?
Yeah, so I got my residency in 2011, and that went on for like 8 months in a very not so happening club in Thane itself. So that place never used to basically get crowded. It used to be booked mostly for corporate events or private parties and all of that. So I never really got a hands-on experience of handling randomly walking in crowd. So I was there for like about 8 months, and I got trained under Bob Amulo. So he's like my mentor, and I still remember. So I was at Livewires Institute as a student, and when I walked in, the first day, and I saw this huge tall guy with braided hair from behind, and I was like, okay, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to happen like that. I was really scared of him the first time I saw him. But eventually the course went on. Yes, United 21, Thane, Ketro knows it, yes. So anyway, so after the course, I got this residency, and we had thousands at that time. So I was pretty okay. However, in some of my gigs, I had also played on 200. And from the jog dial going from that big to this tiny was like the worst challenge I had. Imagine, like really. That was it. And then my first gig happened at Candy Club Chennai on the 24th December 2011, and there were two. Yeah, and I was so scared and nervous, being in another city, and I said, how bad could this be? And I walk inside, and it was jam packed, like full house. I said, okay, then this is it. This is how it's supposed to start, and I can't complain. It's good, right? I mean, it's a full house, and they've all come for me. So how let's do this. And they had the 2000s at that time, and the very first freelancing gig was that, and that was a great exposure for me, because from then on, it used to be 2000s, and I was like in a more comfortable space. But rider-wise, it has never been quite challenging for me. I think I've just been pretty lucky to be getting whatever I wanted most of the time. So, yeah.
That's a good thing. When it's sorted, things become so bad. Hi, Smith!
Hi, Smith!
I just got talking! I just finished talking! Yes!
Okay, this is much better, right?
Yeah. What did you do?
Did
you hack into Podosi internet?
At home, only my phone and the Wi-Fi is on. That's it.
Yeah, this is better. This is clean. Audio is proper. There's no lagging.
Okay.
So we've already. What was your tech rider, Smiths, after like the whole 100S scenario? Did you just?
Okay.
Are you playing only?
I actually played on CDs. I played on CDs till 2019, and I had a gig in Finland. I was supposed to travel to Helsinki for a few gigs. That was when I moved to Pendrive.
Oh, that shift was crazy for me too.
How was it? Was it different? Did you have to rip any of the CDs, or it was just available online? You just downloaded stuff, or was there a process that way? Like, did you?
I used to download music. I used to purchase music, and I used to rip my CDs.
Shot.
Maroon is actually right. Why is Tuhin looking so good today? You're not allowed to look that good.
Oh man.
No, seriously. Why are you glowing and what's going on?
It's the lighting, I guess.
Oh,
Lighting, the magic of the light.
Light. Yes, the magic of
Sure.
lights.
I'll take that.
So it's the lighting.
Hi guys,
So-
I see a lot of you guys here. Hi everyone.
Yeah. Lots of people tuned in.
Wow, yeah, I know.
All the DJs used to be loaders also with those CD bags.
Yeah, before the CD bags, it was crates of vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we had to put
I
that
was
in.
obviously not a part of it then, but yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, literally, like going to a gig was about 100
No,
kilos
bro,
of.
there were times when we would carry our own CD players also. So it was not
Yeah,
only.
of course.
I used to Pasha, when I was playing in Chennai, I used to carry my own turntable. Right? एक कंधे में एक turntable, एक कंधे में एक turntable, and because my house was like a walking distance, like a kilometer, I would walk on Chennai road, वो जो GNT bridge or whatever that bridge is, next to the park. What's that bridge called? I forgot. Whatever. वहाँ पे एक बंदा.
Yeah,
the yeah. So उसमें एक 45 turntables and then just walking into the club. Their security will stop you. And I'm like, don't stop me. I'm already carrying so much weight. So yeah. But after some time they got used to yaar isko usko pata hai. So, and that's not it. We will go with the gear and then play and then pack up. It's like Tuhin and me, we have a similar story. We are the first one in and the last one out.
Yeah,
wow.
But
absolutely.
yeah. However, so I'm pretty sure Smiths and Brahma, you guys will not have any issues. You will not have any issues in terms of sound checks and all, right? Did you face any issues initially with check riders and sound checks? It's easy, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, I haven't really faced a lot of sound issues as such. Maybe during the process, sometimes maybe if I'm not too happy with a certain kind of an output, then, I'll just let them know about it. But otherwise, it's been pretty much a smooth ride all the 10 years. There's not been too much that I can complain of. I have actually been fortunate enough because I know if things have to go down south, they really can.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
they
bad
can.
way.
And
Yeah.
you've been moving to making music as well. So you've got is your song out or is still it's on the way?
Which one?
The new one that's coming.
The mashup just got released yesterday, but I have a few originals in the pipeline as well. So yeah, I'm just like hunting for a few some good lyricists and composers and such. So yeah, I'm just
How
never
did that
happy.
start?
I'm just
How did
never
that start,
happy. So after You're Not Worth a Sorry released last year, actually before that, I always wanted to have an original up my sleeve. I mean, I'm not a trained singer, but I know that I could pull it off. I wanted to have a track that I would sing. It actually happened just as how I dreamt of it. I mean, I wanted to sing it. I wanted to feature in it and I wanted to produce it, like the entire video and all of that. So it happened just like that. Obviously, the next one that I'm planning, and I was in a total rush for that one. So I didn't even bother to wait for any sponsors to maybe help me out, with the video because that was quite an expensive video. And right after that, it released in Feb and we hit lockdown in March. So it was like I didn't even have the time to get the most out of it. Obviously the leaving apart the royalties and all of that, that's fine. I mean, that's coming in, but I would have liked the track to go out there, even more. And I could have done that by maybe also, trying to play my track whenever I'm performing and get the hype going there. It makes a lot of difference because you have a whole bunch of crowd that probably enjoys your music and likes you as an artist. And the track is theirs in every way possible, then that helps it to reach out even more. So yeah.
But don't you think that lockdown can be like a plus in this scenario, because more and more people are streaming?
Yeah, of course. So it's just that the phase then, like the change from normalcy to lockdown was exactly at that transition time. I mean, the timing at, the next 2-3 months, people were like so lost and they didn't know how to handle it, and they didn't want to give a lot of time to maybe leisure listening, and they had a lot of other things to handle, in terms of the way their life was taking a shift, and their work, and the monies and all of that. So I don't think people were giving too much importance to listening music even at that time. Slowly, as in when they creeped into the whole lockdown effect, then they kind of settled in, and then a lot of more music was coming in, and they were listening to it and all of that. So the timing, if I had to take that remix, the track out maybe in the perfect lockdown phase, then maybe it would have really done better. Or maybe, of course, in normalcy, then 100% yes. But maybe if we were already like a few months into the lockdown, then I think it would have received a better response than what it did otherwise. So, and that's the reason why I'm not stressing too much on these coming, the originals that I am planning on right now. I'm taking my own time. Of course, it's very important that you let out one track here and there in between, to let your audience also kind of enjoy the music that you bring out to them and all of that. So yesterday the mashup released, and it's been getting some amazing response, and I'm very happy about it. The original, however, will take a while. I have like 2-3 in the pipeline that I really wanted to be out there. So let's see how that shapes up.
Well, I wish you all the best. You're doing a
Thank
great job.
you.
It's all about pushing, just keep doing it. I believe in that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I think as producers today, all of us struggle to capture the audience attention, because their attention span is like very minimal now.
Very true.
So like
very true.
You have a great song out, for a week or 10 days or 2 weeks, everybo's on it, and then a month later,
Bro, 3 days. 3
forgotten.
days.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to be kind, okay? So yeah, but a month later, everybody's forgotten. So yeah, it's a hard
people
time.
forget it even in like 30 seconds into the track. Like they probably don't even want to listen to it anymore if it doesn't hit them at the right spot, So
Yeah,
it's
TikTok
extremely
generation.
iffy. Yeah.
No, but
So we have-
I'll tell you one more a small, like what I think is I'm not talking about one song though. What I'm talking about is like a performance. People can like, for example, Clubhouse. Nishank was I was live yesterday on Instagram, and Nishank was speaking to one of the people that Clubhouse is not really a good spot, because there the attention span is really low. So where they're like, it's like they're coming and going, boom, leave quietly, you're out. So the whole that idea is I still feel with Instagram you can create a bit of audience, but like places like Mixcloud and all those places, in terms of, I'm just talking generally in terms of performance for all the DJs, and where you're giving people what they want. So yeah, man, like, have you basically the idea of saying this is have you tried your Paroma? Have you tried the whole live streaming vibe? Have you been doing that? What's the scene? Are you planning to do that? So what's your take on the whole live stream aspect of it? Hey, Smith, she's back. And
So I think my hand should just get glued there, no?
I want to know what's the
All I can do
setup
is
right
just
now. This is the Queen. Day.
Yeah, like
Oh, you're not
let's just
audible.
leave our hands there. So Smith gets a warm welcome each time she comes.
Smith, you're not audible.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Smith.
No, you can't hear you.
Change your audio settings. So basically, go to the bottom thingy. There's a ball bearing which says cam and mic. Over there, click there, and you'll be able to change different microphones. Just try changing different mics, and we'll say this. That means we can hear you.
Hi guys, welcome to Settings with Smith and Paroma. Today we are going to learn how to select audio.
You are the
अपने
best.
browser- एक चम्मच ब्राउजर ले, उसमें 2 चम्मच सेटिंग्स डालें.
We have a couple of questions. Can we jump to them?
Yeah. Let's do the questions while Smith is
Nishant,
fixing
can
her
you
thing.
highlight those questions, please?
Yes, sir.
How extensive is your music collection?
Let me just.
Well, Tuhin, Skip, and Nishant can answer that better because they've been DJing for
I
donkeys years.
analyzed it yesterday. It was 35,000 songs. That's what I have.
Oh God.
That's what I
I
have.
don't think I have the patience to even count. But that was a good question, Marushka.
No, but you guys please.
I'm pretty sure he didn't count.
My collection.
Bro, I
is sort of
analyzed
like-
it. What are you saying?
My collection is kind of fragmented because a lot of it is not completely on digital. I have a lot of vinyl. I have a lot of CDs that I haven't really moved to to USB. But yeah, I have music all the way from I guess 1992. Yeah.
I'm
Till
an
date.
open format DJ, so I have music, I
Look at
have
her.
collection of hip hop,
And she's clear.
Bollywood, Punjabi. So I have a pen drive of 218 GB for each music genre. So yeah,
Holy Lord. Really?
yes,
I think you need when you're playing a lot of stuff together. So yeah.
it does, because being a resident DJ also, you have
Yeah.
to, or most of the time you end up playing a mixed bag night. So you have to
Hmm.
keep everything handy. And
I
So I have a question.
to-
I have a question.
sorry?
I have a question. Do you pull the fader down whenever you play oh ho ho ho? Oh ho ho ho.
I don't.
I do.
When I'm playing, I'm singing with
I
the
do.
track and
I
having
do.
my own
Just
party
once.
with the console.
I have seen. So I had to witness Smith playing in her residency now. I was just before the thing we were talking about it, and you were playing progressive house at that time, if I'm not wrong. That was the vibe.
Yes.
And it was late night,
On
so
Friday, we usually do progressive house, techno, or EDM. It depends on the crowd because my place is on till 4 a.m. in the morning. So we always, like each 3 hours, you can say we have a change in the crowd. Like the old crowd will walk out, new crowd will come in. So it depends on the crowd. We'll see the crowd and then I judge according to that I play.
that's so cool. Very few places do that now, yeah. But it used to happen a lot earlier. You remember, Twin, where the places would like do a full 360 or whatever 180 flip, like Abdul Chal Raha hai, boom, it moves to. Mojo used to have it.
Yeah.
I remember. Where it will be very commercial, and 1 baje ke baad, bro, like the place changes. Lasers come on, like the strobe starts off, and like ये पहले commercial बच्चों को क्यों नहीं दिखा था ये सब? And they're like, it's not the vibe. So,
My club start by 10:30 till 1 a.m. It's commercial music, be it hip hop, Mumbaton, EDM, Bollywood, Punjabi. But the crowd changes as from 1 a.m. So 1 a.m.
I had the opportunity to play at Wafira just last month, I think, and
great, Prabha. I love the way you moved.
Yeah.
Man. It's like continuity बनाना इनसे सीखे आप. Great. Please go ahead. I just wanted to.
no, I'm done. I'm done.
ये experience से आता है. You understand how we have to get the flow going, but रुकना नीचे गाना. Like the moment she would like, shoot. This is what an experienced DJ is like. Please continue, Prabha.
This has nothing to do with the DJing experience, to be honest.
हाँ कुछ भी.
This is not a talking experience.
No, it's like you understand the flow. मतलब बात चल रही थी, एक pause आया, boom, we are back at the same space.
So yeah, I mean, there was I had such a beautiful experience playing at Wafira and with Smith, you know, doing the opening act for me. I actually figured how the genres that she and were playing, people were actually enjoying it, and obviously, you know, the best part was that they understood that, you know, what should we leave for the main DJ. I mean, that was, I loved it. You know, the way they actually had the warm up for me was mind blowing. And then I got into the set, and then I usually do about 2.5 hours, and I'm seeing Smith. Smith is like, Aroma, are you done? Are you done? You want to play more? I said, yes, I want to play. I was so excited to play that. That happened after a long time. That happened after such a long time because I was having a ball. And the place is wonderful, and it really does take all possible genres, as Smith said earlier. Very, very nice.
That has happened to me so many times where
We took her name and she got disconnected.
This happened to me so many times where we would start for a DJ and we were having such a great vibe. The DJ is playing and you'll be like, "Acha, aapka ho gaya? Can I start playing? Can I start playing?" It happens because it's the vibe, and I cannot stress enough on how important an opening act is. You know, a lot of DJs do not understand. They want to be the main person. I personally would love to be an opening act for any DJ, man, because I love the opening sets, because I feel this is just
that it's because of you that the
not that. I feel that we can experiment more in the opening act. Whereas when you are the main act, you are kind of sort of bounded to what it's like. Okay, the idea is you give people what they want, but you give them what you want as well.
What you want.
I think that can be done way more when you are a resident DJ or when you are an opening act. And I think Smith will be able to explain this even better, where you know how a resident DJ, being a resident DJ, first of all, helps a lot in your widening your horizons when it comes to music. And second is just understanding the crowd even more. You know, being a resident is very, very important. What's your thought, Smith? And how has your experience been with the new space, Wafira? Wafira, what's the place called?
Wafira,
yeah. Smith? Dude, what, man?
She didn't like your question, bro. She just didn't like your question.
Yeah. It's a for people who don't know, you should definitely go and check it out.
Okay. Have you got your hands on V10 as yet?
Yeah.
I think she has, yeah. There was one club where it was.
I was thrown into it. Like literally. I was like, I wasn't even told. I go there and I'm thinking to myself, have I landed myself in a cockpit or what exactly is this? What is happening?
It was the 3000, right? It was 3000 also. 3000 and
yeah, it was a 3000 with a V10.
Yeah, V10. Yeah. I saw it in one of the stories.
Why couldn't you not tell me? So yeah, and yeah, it was pretty much new to everybody, right? Like, so I think the place inaugurated itself on Wednesday, and Akhil was the act on that particular day, and then the following Saturday it was me. So until then I had no idea, and then you know, even people after me, whoever was coming, everybody was kind of, you know, a little flustered when it came to that. But yeah, it was like, man, it's crazy. I said, why the extra knob?
Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah, it took me like a good 20-25 minutes to like somewhat settle in, and until then things were not going very well with me, and I was hating it to the core. I said, no, this can't happen. I'm so irritated.
For someone who's come from, like, I understand the problems that Paroma will face in general, because someone who's playing hardcore have been playing on, say, on 900 for such a long time. And
Yeah.
3000 is still an easy transition, but 900
Yeah.
to weekend is kind of difficult. First of all, that the whole effect knob, the top harmonics, because they are not, they don't start from 12, they start from
Exactly.
7. So yeah, I kind of understand.
Yeah. Oof. Wow.
Smith, have
And
you used the
apparently
widget?
I have the same rider in Kolkata.
I think if I keep my video off, it's better. You know,
Yeah.
because of the network issue.
Wait,
Yeah, the bandwidth's probably taking it all.
Nishank, there are a couple more questions, right? Can you
ठीक है,
highlight?
follow-up question.
Paroma, I think that's for you.
Sorry, what?
Follow-up
The question.
question.
How
the
are
effects?
the effects? Did you enjoy? Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting, but like I said in the very beginning, I was 110% flustered. I would have liked things to go in a much smoother manner than it went. But yeah, in 20-25 minutes, I was okay. I was wanting to experiment, and once I got comfortable with the mixer, then I was wanting to experiment, and post that it was quite smooth. But yeah, it sure was an interesting piece. I love opening.
Guys, shout out to Sri Amman Audio Rights Decorator Suppliers, cell number 99434803008 WhatsApp. Okay, shout out.
Shout out.
Please,
Noted.
right now.
Marushka has another question.
We have such young, upcoming, talented DJs across the globe. Some young Indian DJs whom I know do struggle their lives to play at any clubs or through any occasions. What could be the main cause and why? So, okay, Smith's back. Yeah. Smith's question.
All right, such a long question. Wow. I think you really need to work on yourself. In the beginning, no one will really know about you. It all depends on the content you put out. Promote yourself, be seen in the scenario, make good music, maybe if you're into production, so that people get noticed of you. And that's how, because nobody was born, like a number one DJ, nobody was born, a big DJ. So that's how you work your way up.
Paroma, what's your take on this?
So what she said is absolutely right. And in today's day and age, I feel marketing is as important as, whatever the talent you have. It's very, very crucial how you put yourself out there. For me, honestly, what worked was when I had put up my remixes, or I was recording my sets on GarageBand and putting them on SoundCloud in the very beginning. And I did my best to promote it wherever I could. At that time, even Instagram wasn't there. So from just basic Facebook, SoundCloud, letting my friends know, circulating whatever little I had, it kind of worked for me. And I put in the word out there that, hey, like I've just finished my course as a DJ, and let me know if there's any opportunity. And I used to message that or send emails out to at least 50 people every day for a year and a half, literally every day. That used to be like my 9-to-5 job, to send out emails with a profile that barely had anything. But whatever little I had, I wanted to put it out there, and that's how I got my first gig at Candy Club. Clearly, there was no other reason. The person just noticed that set or a recording online, and that's how I bagged my first gig. So as much as it is difficult, but you also need to have patience, because things will not turn into something amazing and dreamy overnight. You have to, the struggle needs to be on and on and on and on. And one day you might just, bag yourself up with something that you always wanted. So, patience, hard work, marketing, true talent, everything counts.
Awesome. I think I saw one more.
रुला दिया.
Nishank, was
पहले
that
मैं
one question, right?
पहले मैं बहुत उदास थी, गिग नहीं मिलते थे, फिर मैंने किया खुद को प्रमोट.
Yeah, actually, Raymond want to ask how.
Ronnie,
the-
sorry, I know you've asked this couple of times. We don't know about this, unfortunately, because that dev is in Serato's hands. That's third-party software for us. So yeah, as soon as you will know, we will know. It's kind of like that. When news comes, everybody will know altogether, including us. So I'm sure they are working on it, but yeah, can't say. What else? Questions?
There was one
She's
more question about
asking-
Bollywood by
Yeah.
Raymond.
Sorry?
I saw it now. Wait, yeah. It's
No, Pankaj, we
I
are
want
going
to ask how easy
invite,
it is to play different genre of music as the main music. India is. So I feel, yes, in India, obviously, I mean, however much a person would like to deny it, yes, we do have a lot more, if I have to correctly say it, more Bollywood music listeners. There are several other genres, and Tuhin here is there, Skip here is there, Smiths is there, Nishank is there. They all play different kinds of music, and it's all spread across. And they have their selected audience for the same as well. So it is important. Bollywood is 100% very, very important. Honestly, I being a guest DJ and I'm more popular for Bollywood, there's very less chance that I get to play any other genre, and that's what happens most of the times. I get called for Bollywood music or commercial music, and unless if there is a gig that I can truly experiment, maybe like a Sundowner or sometimes even a wedding, that has that set kind of an audience that would like to listen to other music apart from Bollywood, then yes. But otherwise, mostly it is Bollywood, and it is it's, I think, for people to play other genre, it has to be the love towards that particular kind of music for the artist to play it, and the commitment that it needs, more than having that audience. You grow that audience, you build that audience to listen to that kind of music, you educate them to listen to a wider arena of music, which is not Bollywood, I guess. So it is challenging, but it's a fun process, I guess.
and another question.
Paroma, share your Goa
Goa experience.
and what.
Can I share your Goa experience?
Yeah.
I almost forgot about it. You're making me remember.
Well, it was a
Yeah.
good workshop, though. I liked that workshop. It was a nice workshop. Things happened.
Yeah, it
to
was
all of
also
us.
good.
Someone-
It was also good workshop as well.
No, I think Paroma caught me not attending Tuhin's this also. Over here, उसने देखा कि like I'm not giving attention to whatever Tuhin was saying. Something like that also happened in that workshop. So it was a fun workshop.
Oh my god.
I have videos on that
and
workshop,
then while you guys were all inside and I happened to snap my footwear, and then that was the end of it. I think I ended up wearing one of your shoes, socks, something.
Shoes, yeah.
Mash के shoes थे.
Mashes. And then I had one foot had one slipper and the other foot had Mashes, huge ass shoe. And then Nishank was like, let me accompany you. And he kept clicking pictures about how I looked. Really? We tried everything on that. Nothing worked. But yeah.
I mean, what happens in Goa stays in Goa. That's the best.
Now it isn't anymore in Goa. It's everywhere.
Okay, so more questions. There are a lot of questions.
Oh yeah.
What's your
Smith.
favorite underground genre?
Oh, Smith is here. Smith is here. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's just getting it fixed. What's your favorite
Well,
underground genre?
how newbie.
Arey,
Sorry,
Nishan,
sorry,
don't
sorry.
change the question so fast.
It was
Well,
not a
I know
question.
how
It was just a
newbie
statement by Ketro, which is correct. It's always about
Yeah.
hard
It's a
work.
statement. Okay.
can
Everything
go. I've
hard
seen
work
the
is
Rona go
addiction.
from average
What kind of
DJ to
addiction
this
are we talking
high,
about?
making the support from fellow male DJs and promoters and how female DJs been reacting. Everything is hard work and addiction. Yeah, absolutely.
I think
Oh,
there
Smith
was.
is gone.
Yeah. There's a question. Yeah.
Experimenting.
Yeah. New question.
What do you think is the future of manual mixing considering we are in the digital era now? I think that's a very personal choice, I guess. Whoever wants to play, however, as long as your audience is still listening to the music or getting to enjoy what you're playing is what matters. But how you do it, I think, is every artist's choice. I'm honestly, so I'm here with Nishant, Tuhin, Skip, and they're like the masters of whatever comes into Pioneer and a lot of other when it comes to hardware and softwares and all. They know so much more, and I probably know just 1/10, literally 1/10 of what they collectively, cohesively know. And I do it in the most simplest way possible. I play in the most simplest way, that like I think it's no rocket science, and I'm very happy that way, and I'm happy about the fact that I could still deliver out the kind of music what I want my crowd to hear, and they've been enjoying it in the last 10 years. So whether you mix manually or use a digital method to play your music, I think should be an artist's personal choice, whatever is their comfort in doing so. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that I don't know. Am I allowed to say something?
Yeah,
Of
you're
course.
allowed to say, but
No,
keep it
Nishant
short.
doesn't let me speak. Now Nishant is like पहले
You
सारे
were
questions
supposed
के
to.
जवाब मिलने
You were
चाहिए.
supposed to host, bro. What is this behavior, Pooja?
Sorry. Yeah. I don't want to be. Yeah. Sorry. Please answer
No,
the
please.
next question.
I want to hear.
हाँ, bro, you are supposed to speak today.
अच्छा ठीक है. So basically, what I feel is that technology is there. Use it. If you don't want to use it, it's cool. It's cool. That's how it should be. But you should
Yeah.
know how to use technology. That's
Yeah, exactly.
it. Don't ignore the technology. That's it.
Right,
That's
because
what I
it's
would-
there for you to upgrade yourself. It's there for you to probably just know about it, and then decide what suits you more. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rakesh.
To Hindi
Yeah.
rocks, yay!
Twingy
ये बात तो
rock
बढ़िया।
like
Hashtag Satyavachan. Interesting question here. I really like this question.
Do you believe DJing is just a bubble of fast money and fame referring to the pandemic?
Very interesting question.
See, I think people have been thinking it's fast money and easy fame for a while now. Honestly, that had nothing to even do with the pandemic. It was
True.
such an illusion for a lot of people that they just thought, and honestly, somewhere I think I will take responsibility by saying we, because I'm considering all artists. We are also responsible in some way or the other, because people have done things not being true to themselves as an artist, and a lot of them have done that, and that has kind of reached out to a lot of people, the new ones especially, that has encouraged them to feel or look at the profession in that manner.
Are you talking about fake it till you make it?
Sorry?
Yeah. Are you talking about the whole fake it till you make it vibes that a lot of people have?
Yeah, kind of. And like when it comes to this whole thing of okay, you don't really need to play, just go there and play a set and just move around and people will still think you're playing, or a lot of such things, that's what I'm referring to. And they have literally thought of DJing like that, and that's very sad, because the knowledge that we hold, the experience that we hold, it is so sacred to us in a lot of ways, and someone just coming in and not being respectful towards the profession that we have survived in for so many years and so happily, it's sort of not treating it well. And that has encouraged a lot of people, especially I would say the aspiring ones or the new ones, to think about the profession in that manner. And that is the reason why the mentality of just yeah, you just do this and you'll earn in like thousands, and you'll become famous and this and that, it's not easy at all. Someone who has gone through it, someone who has been who has performed a night, someone who's gone through the whole experience, as much joy, as much happiness it brings into our lives, but there's also a lot of struggle and hard work behind it, which again only we understand what it is. It's not an easy job at all. And this is what I am saying. You guys have been in the profession for so many years. Like you said, you have also picked up your consoles and your CDs and your vinyls and all of that, and that itself has been so challenging. And your era was something different. You guys actually are the ones who have grown from then to now, whoever you all are.
मैं नहीं हुआ ग्रो, मुझसे अभी भी अपनी टर्न टेबल्स उठवाते हैं.
That you deserve.
No. What are you saying, man? I always carry my turntables.
तुम्हारी चप्पल फिर टूटेगी.
Well, if you're around me when मेरा दूसरा चप्पल टूटता है, then it's clearly karma and the timing. If not, then I'm okay.
Okay, more questions. Rachana has given such a great answer. She only falls off stages. Or the time that she has fallen off stages is... Yeah,
this one is... There are a lot of event organizers who take up the challenge to organize an event, but nobody comes to an upcoming DJ's event. It's the same senior DJs who we see on a daily basis, but in fact, I believe hip-hop, house rock, etc. needs to be widely seen in Indian culture nowadays. Please elaborate. Yeah, I think this is just
She's already answered for this.
Yeah. If you look at it, that's how it goes, right? Nobody comes to a new guys event because new guys don't play on Saturdays. They don't play on Fridays. They play on off days, and off days पे कौन आता है?
No, but Nikhil had a very good point last time. Na? He said that अगर आपको start तो खुद start कर दो. Get and he had something that was so, like, I personally feel that is something that we all should do. Like when he said that when Samoj was doing nights, the DJs will only push the nights that they were playing, and that I have also personally seen that a lot. Whenever I would push for someone else, I would see the others will not really, when their night is happening, they'll go like all the way. But when someone else is playing, and they're part of that collective, or they're part of that whatever whole scene, they will not push it, which is really sad, because we have to collectively come up as a team or whatever community. Because when he said that, look at the Dutches when they understand कि if I increase the price of someone who's 50, my price can also go to 150. So that's something very, very important. So if you want to grow, you have enough friends, just call them, and he's correct. No club in the world or nobody will say no to 20 people
That's how
tonight where you're not coming to. Yeah.
Wait, Smith.
Okay, do you think the DJ world has changed because of the pandemic? Of course.
No, we'll talk about the other question.
It's a nice question. And, one good thing was streaming. It was a good way to promote yourself, make people listen to music they've not heard before. So that was a good thing. Especially for me as a resident DJ, I have to always make sure, like, I play for my crowd because I need my club to be running. But during the pandemic, I was having the freedom to put new music out and to educate people like, okay, this is something new, let's listen to this. And people never really had option to say, oh, I don't want, if they don't like it, like they exit the live streaming. So that
Yeah.
was one good thing was there. And of course it's affected the business because we deal with crowd, so that will take some time to start rolling again, and we'll get back to normal. Definitely it will take some time.
Yeah. Just
But do
going
you
back to
think
the
you'll be
previous
doing
question.
that? So the question is,
One sec. Skip. Hold
yeah.
on. Just going back to the previous question, I do want to say something to like aspiring DJs, artists, whoever. You everybody needs to put in their time to actually, move up the scale. You can't finish your course today and expect to be headlining a festival tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. You need to put in your hard work. Okay. This is not a Maggie noodles where you just pop it in the microwave and it's done, and you're on a big stage. You really have to put in the hard work, and that is something that most people are not willing to do. They want instant gratification, and I'm sorry, DJing, if you really love the music, is not about instant gratification. You really need to be there. You need to struggle. You need to put in the hard work.
That's true.
This is the art,
Yes.
you know. That's what I want to say.
You need to spend 15 minutes, not 2 minutes on your Maggie.
Yeah.
Look at Parama's face, man.
If you spend 15 minutes on your Maggie will become khichdi, right? If
Slow
that's what
cooking,
you
Baba.
want.
Slow
I like
cooking.
gone to from a music thing to become a cooking reference.
खाना खजाना के इस एपिसोड में आप सबका स्वागत है.
मैगी को कितना टाइम रखे कि वो खिचड़ी बन जाए.
More like खाना बजाना.
Okay,
अच्छा
so
है,
next
I have a
question.
question for everyone. Since social media has taken such a huge part of DJing, what's your take on that? Is it something good, beneficial to us, or people have been misusing it?
I actually wanted to elaborate on the question that was earlier, and I want to ask Smiths. So, will you be doing live streams after this thing is over? That's the question. Like, you're liking this whole idea of playing your music to your audience, right? I understand that
Yes.
is good for, let's say, a guy like me. I like indie electronica, right? So I would listen to, say, what Vachan Chinappa set I like. Because when he does his whole funk, it's amazing, right? So if he's playing that and I like that, I would listen to it. And I would tell my friends, "Ki bhai, go and see this guy because he's cool, or listen to him." So in a way, you are kind of building the audience. And this question is, if Smith is not able to hear it, is for everyone. So all of us are streaming right now. But do you think you will continue doing that later, or what's the scene like, or is it just a pandemic phase?
She's not there.
So your take on that?
No, she's now here.
No, but your take on that in general. Will you
अरे
guys
but
be
she
streaming?
missed your question, Baba. How will she give a take on your question? She
No, she didn't
wasn't
miss it.
there.
You were there. You heard it.
I'm back.
Okay.
No, but I
Will
don't
you
think
be-
she's heard the question.
Today, May, will you be streaming after the pandemic is over, or after we
See,
start?
even my club, we started working from November last year. I still go live from my club. I have the privilege to be a resident DJ. I still go live. Because during the first lockdown, I have built up an audience online. So I still go online when I'm playing at my venue. I still put my phone on. I still go live because I have people from all over the world who would want to listen to my music. So I still do that, and mostly I'll continue doing that. Mostly on a Bollywood night, I'll be going live. Or if I'm playing Fridays, usually techno night, I'll still go live because I have, I'm an open format DJ. So I cater to a lot of people, with all kinds of music preferences. So on random days, on a Thursday, we do like more experimental music. I'll still go live. So yeah.
A follow-up question. So I forgot to the question.
मैं बोलता हूँ ना, जब शो खत्म करने का टाइम आता है ना, तभी स्किप्स के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं.
No, but
हर बार का यही मखौल बना रखा है.
At least they are sensible, Nishant.
No, the follow-up question is, it's an important question though. It's a very important question. So, आप stream कर रहे हो, your streaming is still, this is for people who are trying to build an audience, okay? End of the day, your aim is to build an audience which kind of comes to your club, like that's the, or see you live, you know, that's how you convert them. I personally feel a great strategy would be to cater to region specific. So let's say if she's in Calcutta, the audience that she's catering to or whatever you're and because you guys can, I hope everybody knows that you guys can push your AdWords to region specific, right? So let's say if I want all the Calcutta people to see my music posts or see my thing, they will go there. Do you think it's a good idea to keep it wide or just to have very region specific live streams?
I did not hear the last part.
पता है मैं जब कॉलेज में था हमें ना 10,000 वर्ड के एसेज लिखने होते थे. ऐसे ही लिखता था मैं.
Asking the question, man. Don't get up to like she's there. Please make the most of the things. You know. The question is, would you rather have streaming to your audience, which is in Calcutta, or to have a worldwide audience? Which one would you prefer for business?
See, I'm very new. I've been staying in Pune for the last 13 years. So Kolkata is very new to me. I'm in Kolkata since November. So, and I'm from Mauritius as well. I'm the first DJ of Mauritius, female DJ of Mauritius.
Yeah.
So I have crowd from all over the world. So I would prefer keeping a balance, building my audience here in Kolkata and maintaining my Pune crowd online and maybe Mauritian crowd online. So yeah, it will be a balance of both.
What's your take, Paroma? What do you think?
See, it depends on. I think it really depends on what you play. If it is like something which would attract, like not all the live streams, but maybe some where you end up playing more of the language or the culture oriented music.
So you're saying be genre specific, don't be region specific.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a certain specific genre which can draw the attention of that region, then it makes sense, right? Otherwise, if it is something very what happened? Are you Nisha? Are you?
Nothing. I was raising hand because I wanted to add to that. So yeah, finish your thought.
Oh, so you're asking for my permission?
No, I'm just being polite to everybody.
No, it's
as
okay.
I always am.
Sure. Please go ahead.
Now
I like
that
the
I
fact that I'm able to say this.
I have Shri 1008 Paroma Chatterjee's permission. I want to say कि you know what? Don't focus on international reach when streaming live because that's when the time zone difference also comes in. So Europe is literally 4.5 to 5.5 hours away from us, and US is 9.5 to 13.5 hours depending on where you are. So why don't we just stick to our region and focus on people who are awake?
So a good tip for all the DJs who are here is if you are into live streaming, this is a tip which I would like to give, a generic thing. Everybody use this thing called the AdWords. It's very, very cool. This is if you want to spend money on your team and grow your audience. Okay, and you can actually have region-specific ads which can run on, say, wherever. That way you can cater to audiences and you can give them music if you want. So please use ads is a good thing. Ads is a good thing.
Oh, 100%.
More questions? Grow together as a culture is important in Amit Arora. Good one. Yeah, we are growing. If it's just, it's important.
I was muted. Skip, finger on your lips now. This question was to you, but you've used all your speaking rights, so you do not get to answer this. The question is...
Don't do that, Nishank.
Being the true artist, like everyone on the panel, thank you. How difficult is it to inspire new artists on daily basis, and how you manage to do it every time? So to answer this question, Skip sends out a message at 10 a.m. in the morning and 9:30 p.m. at night. That's when he goes live on Instagram.com/DJAYSkip. Do tune in over there. You also get to learn new tips and tricks on DJ 101. Also, he also speaks while he's streaming as well. Otherwise, he gets cut off. So to inspire people, he keeps a WhatsApp group as well called Delhi Scenes, where there are about good 100 DJs or so. जहाँ पे सबसे पहले हम लोग प्रमोट करते हैं अपने सारे लाइव स्ट्रीम्स. I'm so sorry, I switched to Hindi. I'm not sure what our audience is, but yeah, so that's what we do, and that's what Skip does. He always is in touch with a lot of people. Cheers.
Community building exercises are the most important. So basically, this I actually got this from some friend of mine. I don't know who I was speaking to, but they said कि अगर तुमको community के लिए कुछ करना है, no bro, this is very very important. I want to talk about this. अगर community के लिए कुछ करना है, तो you have to तुमको बड़ा होना पड़ेगा. Now you have to be an inspiring figure or whatever. And I personally feel there is no such thing as icons. There are people who are really devoted to their art, and if you are true to yourself, people will follow you or whatever. And just keep doing. Like for example, I love what Tuhin does with technology, right? So अगर Tuhin एक live stream करेगा, whatever it is, I'm gonna go and see it at least for 15 minutes. कम से कम, whatever he's doing, and how can I apply? So that's me being inspired from maybe not his music, but his skill set, you know. And there is always these small things that you can take from artists. Like for example, let's say Paroma is great in like you're saying, you do very basic 2-deck mixing, but DJing is not just 2-deck mixing. It is collecting songs, what works with work, mixing. So 2-deck mixing is also can become really complicated, you know. So yeah, man, just make sure that you're doing these community building exercises. Even a small person can become really, really big with just making. And I do this WhatsApp groups wherever. If I'm like for example, I do these live streams where I've got the 3000 with me right now. So okay, let's just do a live stream where I'm using 3000, and if I discover something new, I talk about it. So yeah, basic community building exercise is very, very important, and that's how I think you stay relevant and at the same time inspire artists. But don't be a guy who thinks that मेरी वजह से ये लोग inspire हो रहे हैं. Just keep doing new things and putting it out there. A lot of people,
but it's always a two-way street as well.
Yeah, it's a two-way
it's the love that it's a love that comes from the audience as well, who look up to you. So yeah, they give you love, you give them the love back.
But somehow, for some reason, a lot of people think that I'm a very arrogant guy. I really don't know how
you are a very arrogant guy, bro.
How I come across as a very arrogant guy, but I'm not.
Every time we travel, you order 2 types of juices. You don't even give me one. जब भी बंदा चेक इन करता है, एक आएगी मच्छी, एक आएगा फ्रेश वाटरमेलन जूस, एक आएगा फ्रेश ऑरेंज जूस. मुझे एक भी नहीं मिलता.
But he'll say he's vegan.
Yeah, he's vegan. Yeah, how?
I would
pescatarian.
That was because I was not eating anything else. Only fish was the only thing I was eating at that time. I think I'm going to that phase again.
That's called being pescatarian, not vegan.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Word of the day.
So Nishank has learned a few words yesterday from the dictionary, and he found this as the perfect platform to showcase whatever he's learned.
Abhi Sika, Google.com.
Let's take more questions. Raymond Joseph has got questions. Do you think electronic music like Supersonic or Sunburn promote Indian DJs internationally? Because I have sent a lot of wonderful Indian DJs and their music. Did anybody hear that question? Raymond Joseph's question?
Yeah.
I believe we have some technical talent in India, and they need a platform to showcase their talent. And like I've come across some amazing, brilliant DJs, like technically so strong, and they just lack, that platform to showcase
exposure.
Their talent.
Yeah.
Yes, they need that exposure.
See, there are gatekeepers. Everywhere you go, there are gonna be gatekeepers. Unfortunately, that's the hard reality.
True.
That's true.
And
That's
and
true.
people need to stop being gatekeepers now, and because at the end of the day, what are they doing right now? All these gatekeepers who were just stopping people from growing exponentially uh, during the
Yes.
pandemic. These guys who were being stopped are now getting their audience, and these gatekeepers don't have anything to do.
They don't
So
exist right now.
they
For
do,
now,
bro.
you know.
For now, correct.
No, for now they don't exist. They're there.
Correct, correct.
Whatever existence was, it's faded away. But having said that, there are new gates that have opened up. But with new gates comes new gatekeepers also. So
Yes. And
ओ
Yeah.
पैग बनाओ यार, पैग बनाओ, पैग बनाओ यार इस बात पे, जिन का पैग.
what I'm saying is,
सही में?
we have to
Seriously?
we have to keep
अरे डीजे
as
आ
new-
गया.
as new guys, we should just keep going. We should not be अगर कल को let's say we don't get मेरे को कहीं किसी फेस्टिवल में slot नहीं मिला, that should not mean कि that's not the end of the world. We should just keep pushing.
Yeah.
That's very important.
That's true. Yes.
Everybody says hello to DJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay, so you know what, guys? This is the first time that I haven't told you guys that it's past 1 hour. Usually,
1 hour.
Over?
yeah, because the audience has been so amazing today. I love it
Yeah.
when
They have had-
there's
they have
this
had
small
some
audience, but
questions
they
too.
engage a lot. That's the best.
Yes. Nice
Yes.
question. Everyone prepared the question and they came.
Yeah. Even though everybody's ragging me and saying bad things about me, I really appreciate their presence, especially Paroma and her forehead.
Yeah, I have two very prominent veins. When I turn my head, they start showing up when I'm like this.
Yeah, you Vegeta, no?
Do you watch Dragon Ball? I do not know. Okay, so Gator is asking, what are your views on BDJing scene in India?
अरे मैं खत्म कर रहा हूँ, तुम अगला क्वेश्चन ले आए.
No, but this is an important question. Paroma and Smith, have you guys tried BDJing? Like tried doing BDJ?
No,
I'm
I haven't, and that is something I don't think I'll take up.
Smith, what's your take?
I'm preparing my videos. I'm learning VDJing, so maybe in a month's time I'll start visual set as well.
What are
Because
you
at my
using?
club we have the facility to do visual set.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
she left.
so she left. But I want to add a small thing. Because of being a resident DJ, you get all these perks, man. Club में facility है VDJing करने की. Dude, you're acquiring a totally new skill. I became a turntablist solely because my club had a turntables. Dude, I bought my first turntable 7 years later. 7 years later.
Bro, क्लब में एसी है. VDJing के लिए ना एसी सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी होता है लैपटॉप को कूल रखने के लिए.
No, I'm pretty sure she'll be using this thing, a proper desktop.
You won't
pretty
have
sure.
AC issues in my club because the AC is right on top of the console.
Oh.
You have to wear a jacket and come.
Bro, that's the worst.
ड्रिंक्स कभी ठंडी गर्म होंगी नहीं.
Oh no! Like the full club, they are dressed up in their summer outfit, but the DJs are dressed up in their winter outfit in my club. It's always like that.
And as usual, I was never informed. And I went in the
Yeah.
skimpiest of the outfits that I could.
Actually, many people keep asking me, why do you always wear a jacket? And I'm like, the AC is on top of the console, so I don't have any other choice. And it's a centralized AC. You can't even turn off the AC, especially on a Saturday when we have around 500 people in the club. So, yeah.
So Ashley, Rakesh says kudos to Paroma for Nishank. What does that mean? Did I give birth
What?
to you?
for handling this.
Oh shit, that's too funny.
Nishank? Beta. Sweater पहन लो बेटा.
Are there any more questions?
I'm still trying to figure that comment.
Yeah, you can't be having such a hot mama.
End of the day, we should be like. Rakesh is saying,
That was a very bad reaction.
No, it's okay. That was expected out of him, so I'm pretty cool with that.
Okay, there are no more. Beta mat bolo. He will sleep for 2 weeks.
Now I know what's the truth. It's all coming out there. I always knew you had your eyes on me.
For taking him on bullying. Arey bhai, who was I bullying?
on that note,
No skip.
we should close it.
Yes, please. But honestly, thank you guys so much for engaging today.
Yes.
And
It became a
unfortunately,
very fun
Skip
Sunday for
didn't do a
a
very good
sleepy
job.
Sunday.
Unfortunately, I couldn't talk much. Yes.
Yeah, we missed. We should do a solo thing, man.
Or maybe we
Like
can
solo
try
Brahma.
like a solo thing.
Yeah, that'll be even more fun.
Okay. Why such awkward silence? Thank you,
No,
Bolo.
We're waiting.
Thank
we're
you
waiting
so
for
much.
your.
We're waiting for you to
So much,
finish your.
everyone.
Your finish.
Okay,
you
so
said
thank you,
okay.
Paroma. Thank you, Smiths, for taking your time out. Smiths, especially because she struggled so much, but eventually
Yeah, man.
she's here. I'm really sorry. Wish it was, yeah.
For participation, yeah, definitely.
It's okay.
You deserve
I think
a-
Skip just covered up on her absence.
Yeah, Skip just.
No, Skip was helping her.
Thank you. Maybe we
But-
can try a solo thing if it's work out better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, so thank you everybody who asked questions. There were so many of them that it's literally impossible to take all the names today. We usually do, but you know who you are, and it was actually pretty nice to have different questions this time around. That
Yeah.
kept this thing going for so long. Sorry, please continue, bro.
No, you're correct.
Please.
It was a wide range of questions. Yeah, it was nice.
Plethora, really, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you guys
Thank you,
for
Paroma. Thank you, Smiths, for taking your time out today.
Thank you so
And
much.
it's fun.
Bye bye. Be safe.
Sunday.
Thanks,
Sunday fun day.
guys. Happy
Bye-bye.
Sunday. Bye, guys.
Happy
Bye,
Sunday,
to
guys.
everyone who
Have a
joined
good week.
in.
Stay.
Take care.
Stay, Paroma. Stay.
Oh, okay.